Okay, this is Florent, the mathematics user, and we are looking at rationalization with a binomial denominator. Now, a binomial bi means two. So basically, we are talking about in situations where we have two terms as the denominator. Now, we are told that one, you find the conjugate of the denominator. So let's look at what conjugate means. Basically, with conjugate, they are two binomials with the same terms but opposite signs. So, for example, we have a minus root b. Its conjugate is a plus square root of b. We have a plus square root of b. Its conjugate is a minus root of b. Okay, and understand that when we are when we are rationalizing this, our denominators will always give rise to difference of two squares. So this is another concept too you must really understand, or you must know very well. So we will take a question, take our time, simplify, then you be okay with that. So let's pick our first question. We have square root of 3 over square root of 6 plus square root of 3. Now here, since we have a binomial as a denominator, we need to find a conjugate, as I said earlier on. Then we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate. So here, let's see. Square root of 6 plus square root of 3. Its conjugate will be square root of 6 minus square root of 3. That's the first thing. Then now, since we now know our conjugate, we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate. So we have times square root of 6 minus square root of 3 over square root of 6 minus square root of 3. Now, let's study the denominator very well. With the denominators here, on this side, we have square root of 6 plus square root of 3. Here, we have square root of 6 minus square root of 3. Now look at this one very well. If you remember, under difference of two squares, if we have a squared minus b squared, it is written as into bracket a minus b, a plus b. Two same terms, but the signs are opposite. So it means that we can rewrite this in this form. I believe you get it. Then for the numerator, what we have here is the root of 3. We'll multiply the square root of 6 as well as the negative root 3. So now let's see. Our square root of 3 times square root of 6 will give us square root of 18 minus square root of 3 times square root of 3. We've said that the square, this will give us the square of square root of 3. And basically, we are going to obtain 3 over there. So minus 3 on here. This is giving rise to the difference of two squares. So we are going to have square root of 6 to the power 2 minus square root of 3 to the power 2. Now let's move on. Let's deal with the denominator first. Here, square root of 6 to the power 2 is 6. Then square root of 3 to the power 2 is 3. Are we good with this one? Now let's come here. The square root of 18 can be simplified. Square root of 18 is the same as square root of 9 times 2. Then our minus 3 here. Let's continue. So we need to simplify this. So our square root of 9 is 3. So here we are going to have 3 roots of 2. So let's continue the journey here. We have 3 root of 2 minus 3 over 6 minus 3, which is 3 here. Remember, these two terms share the same denominator, or they have a common denominator. So we can write this as 3 root of 2 on 3 minus 3 on 3. So here 3 will cancel this 3. We have root of 2. Then here too 3 will cancel this 3. We have 1. And the final answer is square root of 2 minus 1. So I'll give you questions, then you try your hands on. So you can try this for me, where we have square root of 2 on square root of 5 plus 3 plus root of 3 rather. Then I square root of 7 on square root of 3 plus square root of 5. This is Florent, the mathematics tutor. Thank you.